think the biggest tip I would give a new volunteer at the union would be to take all of the opportunities that come your way, and I mean all of them. I think the reason I started volunteering was because I found the whole idea and prospect of it really exciting. So back in secondary school, I always felt like I didn't take a lot of good opportunities that were easily within my reach and I could do, just because I was really busy with my studies and I didn't want to take focus off of that really. But when I started university, I wanted to experience as much as I possibly could. And when I was looking at universities, I found that student media was a massive part of my decision making. It took me about a month to pluck up the courage to go and see the then VP Media, Laura, to ask if I could create a show with one of my friends for Pulse Media. Then through that, I found the Pulse and started writing. But I knew it would give me lots of experiences outside of my course, which is exactly what I was looking for, rather than just my course in journalism. I wanted to learn other skills, even if it was along the same vein as my course. I just wanted other experiences outside of just the learning within university. I think I enjoy volunteering because of the sense of community it brings. When I first started volunteering, I kept myself to myself quite a lot, but I went to the Union Awards at the end of the year and I realised just how many people volunteered and how many connections and friends I could make who had very, very similar interests. Ever since then, I've indulged in the community volunteering brings, and I've made some really good friends and connections that could help me in the future. So plus putting so much heart and soul into a show for Pulse Radio or feature for the Pulse and seeing it go out and be well received feels really great and very rewarding. So, I think the rewarding feeling that comes with, putting stuff out and making things that you really want to make is also something that I really enjoy about volunteering. Volunteering has helped to make me the person I am today because my confidence has skyrocketed since I started volunteering. I wouldn't say I'm a particularly shy person or ever have been, but I let sort of anxiety stop me from doing a lot of things that I actually wanted to do. But as soon as I started volunteering, I realised that if I didn't sort of push past the nerves in the first place, I wouldn't be doing all of the amazing things I'm doing now. So if you had told me 2 years ago I would be Deputy Editor-in-Chief of the Pulse, I wouldn't have believed you, because I would have thought I wouldn't be able to get involved due to, being so nervous about the whole prospect. But now I know I can do these things and know that when a challenge presents itself, I should give it a go, because none of the other stuff would have happened if I hadn't pushed past the anxiety in the first place. I think the biggest tip I would give a new volunteer at the union would be to take all of the opportunities that come your way, and I mean all of them. Even if they're, if they seem really difficult, it's better just to give it a go. And if they're in your grasp, why not? So, if I had said, as I said, if I had said no to half of the things I've been offered, then I wouldn't be where I am now. For example, I saw the deputy editor position was open for applications, and I honestly wasn't sure if I would get the role, but I thought I might as well give it my best shot, and if I don't get it, at least I know I tried. And then voila, I was given the role because I opened myself up to a new experience and gave something new a shot. Also know that you're not alone. There are plenty of people at the union and within student media who all want to help you and help each other. It's a very lovely environment. All you need to do is reach out and you will get as much help as you possibly need with whatever you're stuck with. Further, I think there's a pressure, especially if you want to do maybe a radio show, to find one of your friends and talk them into doing a show with you, even if they're not really into it. There are loads of people out there who will want to do a show, but are too shy to, or don't have any friends who are interested, and they're struggling to find someone to host it with. You just have to find someone within the union. There's going to be someone who wants to get involved. So, maybe reach out on our social media pages and you will probably find someone with very similar interests who would like to give that sort of thing a go. And just one final thing, don't be afraid to go after what you want. It's called student media for a reason. If you have an idea for an article, a radio or TV show, just make it happen. Staff and other students will do whatever it takes to make an idea doable as soon as possible, so a student can accomplish something they wish to do. You just have to ask. I think volunteering has helped to prepare me for the future, because it separates me from others. So as someone who does a course in journalism, I found it very easy just to settle in with the course and think that that's enough experience when looking for a job in the industry. But reaching out and making things happen for myself through volunteering has already put me in a better position in the job market. On another note, I've learned and refined some great new skills. Before I came to university, the controls in a radio studio looked super technical and were nightmare-inducing. But now I can operate it. Probably. Give me a refresher, I'll be able to do it. But not just on the technical side though, I've also gained confidence, refined my communication and team working skills. I can organise my time and myself better, and I can work independently with virtually no issue. These are really important skills employers will look for in a candidate at an interview. So it's just, volunteering is not just really, really fun most of the time. It actually gives you transferable skills that you will use in the future, and I can't express how valuable that is.